7 p.m., I heard her car in the driveway. She trudged through the door, looking utterly defeated, clothes stained with concrete, hair disheveled, and an expression of exhaustion I recognized all too well. It was the look I wore most nights, though she rarely noticed. "Dinner's ready," I announced cheerfully from the kitchen. "I've prepared coq au vin with fresh sourdough and a side salad." She stared at the immaculate kitchen, then at me, then at the gourmet meal laid out on our usually cluttered dining table. "How did you have time for all this?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. "Oh, I finished your daily tasks by mid-morning," I replied casually, "so I had plenty of time to deep clean the house, fix a few things, organize our tax documents, and still make dinner from scratch. How was your day?" Instead of answering, she collapsed into a chair and reached for the wine bottle. After a long drink straight from the glass, she finally spoke. "One of your clients threatened to pull their contract because I couldn't answer basic questions about the project timeline. Your foreman had to step in and save the deal. Then I had to approve payroll having no idea who worked what hours. The concrete crew practically ignored me and some supplier called about an order I knew nothing about." I nodded sympathetically while serving her a plate. "Sounds like a typical Monday for me, except I usually come home to a sandwich and complaints about how you didn't have time to clean." She looked around at the spotless house, the gourmet meal, and then down at her filthy clothes. Something shifted in her expression, the first crack in her certainty. "Tomorrow will be better," I assured her, though we both knew it wouldn't be. In fact, I had deliberately scheduled one of my most challenging days for her second attempt. Day 1 had been a reality check. Day 2 would be the breaking point, and I was just getting started. Day 2 began much like the first, with her alarm blaring at 5 a.m. and her even more reluctant to rise than before. The soreness from yesterday's physical work had settled into her muscles overnight. I watched as she winced while pulling herself out of bed, her movements stiff and labored. "There's ibuprofen in my drawer," I offered, not unkindly. "You'll need it. The foundation inspection is today." She swallowed the pills dry, a grim determination replacing yesterday's naivety. As she dressed in more appropriate workwear this time, I noticed her